Hola FAMA TJ. Bienvenidos nuevamente a su canal. ¿Te imaginas despertar a los 70 años, con el peso de una vida entera vivida en la Matrix de los Testigos de Jehová? ¿Qué emociones surgen al mirar atrás y darte cuenta de que gran parte de tu existencia estuvo inmersa en una fantasía peligrosa? En este vídeo, descubriremos si es posible encontrar la plenitud al salir de la secta a los más de 70 años, si a esa edad se puede hallar la luz en la oscuridad y, sobre todo, si el corazón del adulto mayor puede encontrar la paz y la libertad, incluso cuando el tiempo ha pasado. Después de 43 años como testigos de Jehová, Mike y Ann Mesher finalmente abandonaron la religión en sus 70 años. A pesar de los desafíos de perder amigos y ser rechazados por su hija, han encontrado una nueva libertad y felicidad en su vida. Ahora animan a otros, sin importar su edad, a buscar la verdad y encontrar la libertad. Esta pareja de 70 años deja la religión de los Testigos de Jehová y comparten su historia para inspirar a otros a cuestionar su fe a pesar de la edad. Creen que nadie es demasiado viejo para buscar la libertad. Pero, ¿qué hizo despertar a esta pareja, dejar la religión y ser rechazado por la familia?
And was it the suppression of doubts eventually just couldn't be held back anymore, or was it something you searched for?
I woke up first, but only by about a week or so, no longer. My two sons were no longer witnesses, and they used to go and see their auntie, and they'd spent some time together. And after they'd visited their auntie, we made a subsequent visit, and said, yeah, we had a lovely time, really had a good time. We had some really nice discussions, and said, actually, we had a really good discussion about the witness organisation. In particular, she said, it was about the child abuse. And I immediately think, well, I don't think so, but I can't actually see there's any issue. That subsequent week, I'm thinking, I've known Lynn for 56 years, something like that. And we had our differences of opinion, but we'd never fallen out. And she'd never blatantly lied to me or anything like that. Accusation of the child abuse. It did have a personal thing as well. That had a very deep effect on my life. And how can a loving God actually choose this organisation to represent him on earth? And B, how can I support such an organisation? And basically, it was almost an overnight for me.
It was the Australian Royal Commission, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
That's worth pointing out, because I feel like a lot of people, that was a real turning point for them.
Definitely.
Or was there something about the conversation that Mike had with your sister that also helped to wake you up or not?
Well, yes, I mean, it definitely had an effect. I think personally I'd been waking up probably for quite a while, but as you said earlier, you suppressed doubts. There was lots of things happening, things were changing, and I was thinking, this isn't the religion that we joined. I'd got to the stage where I think I didn't always trust the elders, because we'd been in so many congregations. You kind of see a pattern, and often the ones that you think you're really going to be friendly with turn out actually that's not the case. That just did not make sense to me at all.
But that was the teaching, wasn't it?
Yes,
that was what the whole of Millions Now Living Will Never Die was based on, is 1914, the generation. And then you change it to this very complicated, overlapping generation. And then, as we know, once you develop critical thinking skills, it's a case of, well, can't an overlapping generation overlap again? Can't they just use this forever?
To end up with a daughter not talking to you and not having anything to do.
They wake up older, but what you're saying is you're happier than you've ever been before, and that could be your relative too.
Mike y Ann creen que la razón por la que las personas mayores deberían salir es porque no son libres en JW. Se les dice cuándo estar en una reunión, se les dice cuándo estar en el servicio, te hacen creer que es tu elección, pero todos sabemos que te ponen presión. La generación de mayores ingresamos a la religión sin tener dos lados presentados, no había internet, así que confiabas en que lo que te decían era cierto cuando los acompañabas la primera vez a la organización. De modo que ingresábamos a esta religión probablemente porque nuestros padres nos lavaron el cerebro. Por eso los más jóvenes creen que una vez que les cuente esa información a sus familiares mayores, probablemente, despertarlos, no saben cómo va a afectar su vida. Suponemos que nuestros familiares mayores no podrán lidiar con eso si se despiertan mayores, pero lo que están diciendo Mike y Ann es que son más felices que nunca antes y que podría ser tu pariente también feliz, igual que ellos. ¿Te arriesgarías a despertar a tu familiar mayor? Deja tu comentario. Si te gustó este vídeo, regálanos un me gusta. Suscríbete y comparte este vídeo.